Grab your cocktail shaker, kick back, and get ready for the big fat party. Greg and his band of unintelligibles are back, mixing, drinking, reviewing, and discussing Bloody Marys and all that goes with them. My Big Fat Bloody Mary podcast, where you'll never drink alone.
Welcome to episode 18 of My Big Fat Bloody Mary podcast from Wisconsin's sunny West Coast. Why drink alone when you can drink with Lynn Miller?
God, and I do need you to drink with me.
Yeah, let's all get together on this. Hey, before we get going, I want to thank the friends of My Big Fat Bloody Mary, the people that are following us on Facebook and sharing our episodes and our posts, liking them, commenting. A bunch of people did that with our last episode. It really helps get it out there, and we really appreciate it. And when you do that, you automatically get into all of our drawings. And today, no exception, we got some two very cool prizes that I'll tell you about here in a minute. I'm Greg. I'm going to be your host. And joining me today,
Lynn
the talent,
Sam,
and Amanda.
Yeah. Amanda's been here one other time, I guess. Welcome back. Thanks for filling in.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Mm-hmm. And you can keep up with us, see pictures. A couple of us are quite good looking. And so it might behoove you to follow us, stalk us.
Just have to take a straw.
You'll have to find out which those are by going on Facebook, and we're My Big Fat Bloody Mary podcast, or go to the web, mybigfatbloodymary.com. Now, if you go there, you can find our show notes, and we're going to have links to a lot of the products and the articles that we're talking about. Hit us up on Twitter at mybigfatbloodymary. We're also on Instagram, posting all kinds of ridiculous things that we drink and eat at Big Fat Bloody Mary. And on Snapchat, we are Big Papa, BIGPAPAAH.
Papa, I like it when you call me Big Papa.
Well, last week we had a ball reviewing Minnesota Mule Mix. We took some time and really focused on douchebaggery. So if you're interested, affected by douchebags, you might want to go back and check out episode 17. We were joined by Jack Nicholsonian. Lynn sang one way or another. Deborah Harry has nothing on Lynn. Let's just say that. You can listen to that. And Erica went through some obscure profanity. And if you don't know what a laxidant is, go back and check it out, because you probably need to know that. So, but that was last week, and this is this week. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get our drink on.
In case you're wondering, here's what the gang is drinking this morning.
The drink is Parker's Hangover Tonic. We're going to be drinking that. We're going to have a contest. They have offered up 2 $25 coupons to use on their website. So if you spend $25, which if you have a coupon for $25, you'd be pretty stupid not to, they'll cover the product. You cover the shipping, but 2 people are going to win that. $25 worth of swag products. They're mixes. They've got different kinds of nuts and T-shirts, all kinds of cool stuff. Lynn is going to sing for us today.
I forgot.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, well, that's unusual.
I think so.
Yeah. And I think Lynn's got a question she's going to field. And Amanda has stepped up and is going to cover the obscure profanity in Erica's absence. Thank you. Then we're going to give our final ratings on this mix. So here's what we're drinking today. Parker's Hangover Tonic Caesar drink mix. So why don't we get started on this? Let's pour a few drinks. So as we pour these, what we're seeing, Parker's comes in, this is a pretty good sized bottle. Is it, what is that, 12 ounces does it hold?
24.
Or 24. Okay, they come in a 12 and a 24, I believe. So we have the 24. It's a dark liquid that you mix 1 shot of the mix, a shot of vodka, or if you're me, 2 shots of vodka, and Clamato. So this is a Caesar. Now, if some of our listeners aren't from the northern states or Canada, you may not know a Caesar is very much like a Bloody Mary in the United States, but in Canada, it's their national drink. And the main difference is that it's made with Clamato. So we're following their instructions. We're using Clamato. And I got thinking, why are they calling it a Caesar? They're from Montana. And I looked into it. Well, I looked at a map is what I did.
To find out where Montana was?
Come to find out, Montana borders Canada.
Canada.
I did know that, but I didn't realize how much it bordered. 545 miles they share a border with Canada. So not surprising that the Canadians would have some influence on Montana. What's that, Amanda? What is there a state that has more border? Well, I'm glad you asked that. There are. So this is getting trivial, but I'm not above being trivial. There are 4 states that have share more border with Canada. Does anyone want to take a guess what state has the most miles where they share a border with Canada? And no, you did not know this is coming. This is a pop quiz.
New York?
New York did
Wait.
not make the top 5. The number 1 state, and I'll tell you, and you'll go, oh, well, duh, yeah, Alaska.
Oh, duh.
Alaska's
God.
got 1,538 miles of border. And if our listeners aren't sleeping yet, I could give the other 3.
Yeah, why not? I want to hear it.
Michigan, number 2 with 721. Maine with 611. And we already said Minnesota, 547. So, but anyway, getting back to it. This is a Caesar. We're using Clamato. We followed their instructions. Everyone's got a drink in front of them. And let's maybe go around the room and get some initial impressions. Lynn, anything jump out?
I have something, a little
What's going
research
on?
I did
Oh.
on all those states you mentioned.
Yes.
They share one thing in common.
Border with
They
Canada?
don't do chasers with their bloodies, but Wisconsin does. So let's not forget that.
Pass those out, man.
Aren't they that cute
I think
little
Minnesota does, but they call it a snit. Yeah. So let's get our chaser on. Oh yeah.
one? Oh, yeah.
Scotty love.
Beer.
Icy cold. Icy.
We're having a Miller Lite today. That's our beer chaser.
Miller time.
It
That's my
is.
last name, if you didn't know that.
Oh, everybody knows that.
Well, now they do.
If they didn't, now they do.
Now you do.
Yeah. So let's go around initial impressions. Lynn, have you had a taste yet? I mean, of this particular drink.
It's really spicy for me. I mean, I think people that the spice people are going to love it, but
Yep.
I'm not crazy about it.
It's a little spicy
It'll
for you?
it'll get watered down a little bit with the ice, so it'll be better.
Okay, and you got your beer chaser, Sam.
Whoa, but it's really hanging on my tongue.
Yeah, you're. It's
Okay, I know I'm mad. I have a mouth like a trucker.
yeah. Yes, Lynn was told that. We were always trying to get suggestions for songs for Lynn to sing, and we get a lot of feedback. One person made a suggestion saying that you have
Rodeo.
a mouth
I have a mouth like a
trucker
trucker.
anyway.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Sam, what do you think? Just off the
Initial
cuff.
thoughts, I like
Yeah.
it. It definitely does have that spice and tang to it, but nothing wrong with that. So far I'm liking it.
Amanda?
I like the spice, definitely. You can almost taste that lime, the tangy part at the end of it, but it's
Right.
pretty salty, though,
Yep.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Initial thought, that's it.
Same here. There's a tanginess for sure. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I think if
Yeah.
you like that flavor, you would like this.
I think so.
And there is a bit of a citrus undertone. The salt, well, here's the thing. You're using Clamato. I mean,
Right.
that
That's
stuff's
true.
pretty salty to begin with. I think we'll try it also with tomato juice, too, just to kind of compare a little
I
bit.
think
So
you
maybe
do-
our
you-
second one.
Sorry, you could probably do like a mix half and half, which would be perfect for me.
Yeah,
Half
maybe.
tomato and half Clamato.
Not bad. Yeah. See, we're artists doing improvisation here.
That would be called a Bloody Mary press.
Would it? Okay.
Yep, that's
Give it
correct.
an official name. Well, while we're kicking back, having a few drinks, one of the things I like to do is listen to a good song.
Oh, am I going to sing already?
I'm hoping so. We're all hoping so. Lindy,
Jeez, I was hoping to have a little more of this. Get,
yeah, take
get
another
moved up.
take another belt. Get yourself, do what you need to do, and then we want to hear you sing a song. Did you? You had a lot of suggestions. What one did you
did.
finally pick?
Stevie Wonder's Boogie Woogie. Oh, Boogie Woogie Reggae. What the hell was it?
Boogie on Reggae Woman.
Yeah,
That
Boogie
one?
on Reggae Woman. Jeez, I was Reggae on Boogie Woman. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So you know the song well.
Just not the title.
Really well.
Right. Excellent. Well, as soon as you're ready, I think we should definitely get that
Oh,
song.
God, I'm ready.
Get that song. Okay.
Quit talking, Greg. I came to hear Lynn sing.
I like to see you boogie right across the floor. I like to do to you till you holler for more. I like your reggae, but you dance too fast for me. I'd make love to you to make me scream. Boogie on reggae woman, what is wrong with you? On reggae woman, baby, can't you see? I'd like to see both of us fall deeply in love. I'd like to see you in the raw, under the stars above. I'd like to see both of us fall deeply in love. Mm-mm. I'd like to see you in the raw, under the stars above. So boogie on reggae woman, what is wrong with you? Boogie on reggae woman, what you trying to do?
Instrumental. Take a break. Have a cigarette.
Yeah, I like one. Small.
Have a Parker's Hangover Tonic. I didn't know you played harmonica, Lynn. This is awesome.
My dad did. I wish you taught me. I'm a reggae woman. What is wrong with me? Boogie on reggae woman. What you trying to do? Reggae woman, let me do it to you. On the reggae woman, boogie on reggae woman, what you trying to do? What you trying to do? Do me, what you trying to do? Oh yeah, reggae woman, do it, do it. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Thank you, Lynn. once again raising the bar for all of us. Thank you so much. Man, I'm invigorated. And Amanda, you are sweating like buckets. That was a lot of dancing you were just doing. You
My
all right?
hips don't lie.
I guess not. I was listening to everything they said. I didn't detect one single lie. But I'm a man. I believe everything a woman says.
No videos, please, please. It's too much.
Yeah, I know. Some of us have weak tickers. So, as if we haven't worked Lynn enough,
Oh my God.
I think we have a question for you, don't we? From one of
Yes,
our
you do.
listeners on, where did it come? Do you have it there in front of you? What do we got?
Gail.
Gail?
Gail,
Okay.
Gale.
Oh,
I don't
right.
say where she's from. Just says
From the
Oh, it came
website.
from somebody posted on our website. Can I read it?
Yes,
I'll
you
be
may.
the question and you
Yes.
be the answer?
Yes.
Okay. So Gail writes, and she says, our son married a girl when he was in the service. They were married in February, and she had an 8.5-pound baby girl in August. Well, that's exciting. She said the baby was premature. Can an 8.5-pound baby be this premature? Oh, I see what's going on here.
Oh my God.
Because
It's ridiculous.
Isn't it 9 months usually a typical gestation?
Yes.
Yes.
And let's see now. So they were married
February.
in February, and then
That's
the
7
kid
months.
came
But
in
that's not saying they
August.
weren't doing it before February, Mom.
That's 7 months.
Well, I think that's all right. I'm just going to hand this. I don't want to touch this one. Let's give it to the expert, Lynn. What do you got? Can a kid weigh that much? That's premature.
I would say no.
You think?
I
no?
would say not. No, no, no. And if she's trying to push that theory,
Yeah.
how dumb is the son?
Hmm.
But like I said, they were probably doing it before.
Doing what?
Just having a good time, in the hay, rolling in the hay, and that other word you use that I don't like.
Getting raw under
Getting
the
raw on the
stars.
stars. Yes, getting naked under the stars.
I thought you liked to do that.
Boogie reggae women. I don't like some of the terminology describing it. I don't.
Right.
I like doing it. I just don't like some.
You
of
got
the
your talkers.
douchebags.
You got your doers.
But no, I wouldn't say a baby would be premature at 8.5 pounds. Well, of course, it depends on how big the woman was. She's a big woman.
Mm-hmm. A brick house.
A brick house.
I mean, if that thing had gone full term, maybe it would have been like
That
a,
baby
10.
you know,
10
one of
pounds.
these butterball turkey 20-pounders or something.
in the service.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
I would say no, the baby was probably not premature, but ask Dr. Ruth.
I'm not sure that they're asking if it's premature more than if she's asking, did her
Nobody was asking you.
bite me? Bite me.
There's, we all kind of have our turf on this show, This is her corner.
That's
Sam's
true.
got a corner. Amanda, you've got yours.
She said the baby was premature.
Right.
So she's trying to push this past the parents as she was a good little girl and the baby was premature. And she hadn't slept with the woman's
Right.
son.
Okay. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
So you're saying
give
she's
her,
a
give
slut.
it a break. They were probably in love. What the hell? So they.
She's banging the milkman or something.
Oh,
Well, that's what
the
they're
other
trying to
issue.
That's
say.
the point, I think.
There's-
That's what
there's-
I was trying to say.
There's no milkman
Sorry.
anymore.
So maybe it isn't. Well, right. It's more of
UPS man, FedEx.
yeah, or maybe your podcast guy, whatever.
Right.
Anyway, so Lynn, you're in short dubious about the whole.
Well, give the girl a
Story.
break. Hell, what the hell?
Well, for
we've all
Pete's
got
sake.
knocked up. Jesus Christ.
I haven't. I have not. For the record, not once. Well, thank you, Gail, for posting that question, and I think you can probably sleep better at night.
Yes.
Knowing that your daughter's a whore. So if you have a question for Lynn,
In law.
please, in law, right, thank you.
If you have a beautiful daughter-in-law, say amen.
Right. I don't have one
Silence. Crickets. Chirp, chirp.
So I'll bet some of our listeners, and we have 4 of them, are wondering right now if maybe Lynn
Is that
could.
us 4? Are we the only people that listen?
Oh shit!
Listening to each other.
You're right.
I
We
look
have
at
Ralph. He's in the living room.
I look at the stats and I see 4, and I'm thinking, hey, great. And then I realize, yeah, that is us. Oh, damn it. No, all kidding aside, our listenership is through the roof. This has been great. Last week, 7,500 people downloaded our little episode.
I don't know where you're
Very nice.
getting that research numbers from. I can hardly believe it, but that's
It comes
wonderful.
from right from the
Yeah.
server. We use Libsyn. Most podcasts that are worth their
Nice.
salt use Libsyn,
I'm
and they give you
impressed.
all the statistics. Yeah, I could tell you where
That
they are.
wasn't
and-
just from one computer. You just
Was that just from you?
re-downloading
Yeah.
it over and over and over.
No
Are we
comment.
sure?
No comment. We don't
Crickets.
Track that. We don't track that. But thank you, Lynn. Let's move right along. Are you guys still drinking this? Amanda,
yeah.
you made a little bit of a tweak to yours, and I was inspired to do the same. What did you do?
I did.
In your own words.
I added a little extra Clamato because I thought maybe that one full shot glass was pretty strong
Yep.
for my flavoring. I mean, it was still delicious, but it was just almost like extremely
Yeah.
on the verge of overpowering. So yeah, added a little Clamato, and it
Yep.
made it. It made it better
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep. So we followed suit. I did the same thing. And in the interest of full disclosure, I also added more vodka just to keep the ratio
course you
correct.
would.
I'm bad at adding vodka, so I just
I'm
kept
good at
pouring till you said stop.
And it's UV vodka.
And it is UV vodka, and we're still enjoying some of those free samples they sent us. If you are the distiller of a fine vodka or even a middle of the road vodka, feel free to send them to us, and we'll review it.
Yes,
Hit us
we'll
up on
definitely.
Facebook or on the website.
Yeah, we'll drink it.
We'd be interested, but UV is kind of our favorite right now.
Can I put in a request?
Yes.
If you make tequila, that's delicious too. Send it over.
Yeah, you're the.
I'll be the tequila sampler
I
in
did-
my Bloody Maria.
Okay. I talked with Hornitos a little bit on Twitter, and I don't know if any of those media guys listened, but we had a little back and forth, and they seemed interested. But so if you Hornitos folks are listening, we would definitely showcase your product on an episode or two. Yeah, little tequila, Bloody Maria. So, Sam, you had a little something from the news that I found interesting. I know you didn't know I was going to bring this up. We were talking about it earlier.
Sure.
You want to tell
it
us about
just
that?
Might be the best invention ever.
Oh, well,
They-
never mind.
I mean,
that doesn't
it
sound
might
like a
be,
very
yeah.
big deal. Let's move right along to the world's largest
sorry. I
ball
don't mean
of
to
wax.
waste the listeners' time. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. No, it's the Jerky Bot. The Jerky Bot.
Jerky bot.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yes, it's still in the testing stages, but essentially, it is a drone that looks like a wooden butcher block, and then you can put your beef jerky on this drone, and it literally follows you around. So imagine you're vacuuming,
Yeah.
and your little drone with your beef jerky.
Yeah.
It's just following you around the whole time.
Yeah.
So vacuum with one hand, eat some beef jerky with the other. Mowing the lawn on your riding lawnmower. Sure enough, beef jerky's right there with you.
I can't tell you how many times I've
me
gotten
too.
out on the back
Yes.
40 mowing, and I'm like, where the fuck? I had beef jerky.
Where's
now
my
it's
beef
in
jerky?
the
Where's your
kitchen.
jerk?
I have to
So-
turn off the mower, run back in the house, get the,
Yeah.
which is bullshit.
I mean, they're solving important problems
Well,
here.
I'd like
Yeah.
a drone that had
Yeah.
a drink on it, following me around.
Is that
Well, you could probably do that.
Maybe
too.
as a cup holder
Sure.
for your Bloody
maybe.
Mary
right?
Yeah.
Maybe 4 of them. You know, like
on
when
each
you're out,
corner to weigh it, even it out the weights.
exactly.
Right.
Or you're traveling in a group. You know,
Whatever, I drink all 4.
or that. Yeah. So is this thing a prototype? Are they available? Can you buy them yet, or what's the deal?
You cannot buy them yet, but they've got it to the point where it's working pretty consistently. They've got some videos out there of it working. They've started advertising it. So
Yeah.
it should be out pretty soon.
Yeah.
Also, I like this little tidbit. The creator of it said that the idea was inspired while he was under the influence of alcohol. So he had a few beers in him, and then, boom,
right.
the idea came right to him, as many great ones do.
Right.
Wow.
So,
Right. You know, those ideas that you act on that are preceded by "Here, hold my beer." Mm-hmm. Not always. They're not always the best ideas, but
like
this one,
like this podcast, that's kind of how this came along.
I don't
you
really know
son
how
of a
this.
bitch.
I don't really know how this all started.
I feel like when I have a good idea and I'm drinking, I'll wake up and be like, shit, what was that good idea?
Oh, you lose it.
Yeah, you lose it. You got to act on it
Yeah.
or write it down.
Yeah, bring a
why-
But then when
notepad
you write
with
it down, you're like scribbles and you don't even know what it means. It's like hieroglyphics.
Right. Damn. Well, so I guess we'll wait for that. The jerky bot.
I just
It
can't
sounds
wait.
like a really obscene dance or something. What are they? Oh my God! What are those kids doing out there? Oh, don't worry, it's the jerky bot.
Yep, it's also a dance. Yep. Mhm.
Oh, you're going to
Bound
take
to
one?
be.
No, it's very complex. I don't
Okay,
know all
yes.
the whole dance, but
Yeah, I think you could throw a rod or
all the
bust
kids
an
are doing
O-ring.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it. But well, cool. That's interesting. And I'll post a link onto mybigfatbloodymary.com to that article that you showed me. There's a couple pretty good videos that actually show it in
Yes.
action that look pretty interesting. So let's move on to our next segment,
Yay.
obscure profanity.
Time for today's profanity.
So, Amanda, you have gone in and found some of the not the common vulgarities that you hear on the corner in your neighborhood or in a bar. Something a bit unique that perhaps our listeners don't know about, but they could maybe use in their daily vernacular or take into the workplace. What did you find?
I just like the comment about taking it into the workplace because
Why not?
I completely use some of these in the workplace.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, on the slipway.
On the slipway.
Yes. On the slipway.
Okay.
Just imagine you're at work and there's people standing around you and you're in the lunchroom and you really feel like you maybe have to go. And you're like, get the bleep out of the way. I have got one on the slipway as you shove your way to the bathroom because
Right.
it means that you have to poop.
Right.
You have a stool movement and it's coming out. It's like a
Right.
turtle head.
Once you get on a slipway, right, you're not really going to go back up that.
No, you can't go back
There's
up
no
the
turning
hill.
back.
You better get the hell out of the way or someone's going to be pooping in the lunchroom.
So I'm glad I did suggest the workplace. Yeah, that's good.
Well-
On the slipway.
I'm not sure they all refer to the office because technically the next one should probably be a little more private,
Oh God.
as in the home between you and your loved one.
Okay.
It's called the Blumpkin,
Ye old Blumpkin.
not pumpkin. Blumpkin.
Some of these, okay, like I never know what these are going to be. Like I just find out as we're going. Some of these, I hear the word and I have an immediate response. Like remember the one sand hole?
Oh my
Immediately
God.
Oh,
I
I do.
recoiled my sphincter tight. But then I hear some like this one, Blumpkin. I
Blumpkin.
like it already. I don't
yeah.
know
It's
what
kind of
it
easy
means.
sounding.
Yeah,
Easy
it's kind
sounding.
of cute sounding. What is it?
Okay. You might think it's cute. It's when your significant other is giving you a
Uh-oh.
blowjob
Oh, what?
while
Okay, so far.
So
far,
far,
so
you really
good.
like it, yeah.
while you are pooping or sitting on the toilet.
Oh.
I'm not sure if you actually have to be pooping. Yeah.
That's love.
So a blowjob while you're on the toilet.
That's dedication. Wow.
You never get that kind of love from me.
Me either, I'm pretty sure.
You know we're
So
gonna get
forget
now. We're gonna get.
If you spit in
people-
my mouth, that's okay. But no.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, we're done. Next
I'm
one.
afraid of the feedback we're gonna get on this one. Lynn, I'll filter you from it.
Oh, Lord. So,
Get from you.
are you ready for the next?
I don't know. I'm still recovering from the last one.
How about I just do one more?
Nah, keep going. We're on a roll.
All right, good. Perfect. So I wasn't quite sure about this because I didn't know what one of the words meant, but it's called the Welsh. And it means masturbation while jerking off with
Well,
a leak and you listen to a male choir. So you're listening to a male choir sing in the background and
Okay.
you jerk off while you're taking a leak.
Take.
Leak.
Leak, like,
That's complicated.
Wow. Yeah.
listen
Well,
to
Things would
quiet.
really have to line up.
But
for you for
technically,
that.
Leave
Eric,
it to the Welsh.
I have to say,
Sure.
someone else wrote this word, and I'm not sure if they mean leek the vegetable or
Oh,
taking
yeah.
a leak. I mean, you could stand around with a leek in your hand and masturbate, right?
Oh yeah,
We've
all the
done
time.
it.
That's super random.
I don't even
but-
have any leaks at home.
Well, I don't have any leaks today. I guess I'm not gonna get to jerk off.
Oh, good God.
I wonder if an onion or something else would work just as well.
Shallots or
Shallots. I shallot.
Are we moving into obscure fetishes now?
Oh, almost.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to say though, I didn't pick
You're
all
not-
of these.
You're not claiming responsibility for that one.
I just claim responsibility for one.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to hear the next one?
Not really. Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I'm
please,
kidding.
please, please. Okay.
Yes, bring it on.
All right. I think I should use this one. So it's called the carnival. You know, go to the carnival. Someone has to guess your
Yeah.
age based on.
Oh, right. Yeah, they have
Right?
a guy that'll
Yeah.
your weight and your
Yeah.
age and that. Yeah.
Oh, is it just the weight?
Well,
What? Okay, hold on. So
I don't know.
it's a sexual position where the woman sits on a man's face and he guesses your weight.
Oh. Carnival.
Wow.
I
Wow.
Wow.
I generally thought first that meant where they stand around, they guess like your age. I guess
Right.
it's age and
I don't
weight.
think they could guess your age if you sat on their face. Well, maybe. Never mind.
Okay, Lynn. Thank you for that tidbit.
For the record, Amanda, if I invite you to go to the Oktoberfest, which does have a carnival,
have a
I am
carnival?
just talking about that festival. Okay, just
Wait,
know-
what? You don't want to take me to the carnival?
Well, you know, we talk
Sounds
about
like around
that
the world.
later. Oh, Lynn, did you have your own
Carnival.
around the world? Is that a profane term? Or?
Is that where like men from every continent guess your weight? I'm just curious.
Hey, I'll go for that.
Your way? Oh, don't pretend you have it
Not
already.
her age. Hello. It's just weight.
Oh my God. Well, thank you, Amanda.
Yes,
Erica
Amanda.
left some big shoes to fill, and I think you did a great job.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff. Yeah.
Enough of that. Now, on to this.
Let's turn our attention back to Parker's Hangover Tonic. And I want to read just a little bit and talk about them just a little bit before we get our final ratings on the product. Here's their slogan: when you feel dead, it'll clear your head. They're all about the hangover and helping you out with it. And I took a little something off their website, the little About Us. Check out their website, by the way. They have a ton of really good recipes on there and a lot of products. And the other product they have that I have not talked about yet is these various nuts that they have. And they sent us a bunch of those, and we were snacking on those before we started
They
recording.
were quite good.
Aren't they good?
Yeah.
They have pecans and almonds, and they're kind of rolled in something.
Like a
and-
sugary.
oh God, they're like
Almost-
candy.
Yes, it's those candied
they're
nuts
so
you make
good.
at Christmas time.
Yeah,
Well, they're
It's-
really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
great stuff. Almonds, cashews, and pecans. Pecans or pecans?
Pecans or pecans.
I don't know how you want to
Pecans.
say it. But they're at parkershangovertonic.com. And just to give you an idea, their 12-ounce bottle, this is the one we're hitting off of here. And the four of us have had a couple.
Thought it
And
was
we've still,
24.
This is the 24.
or I'm sorry, yeah, right. Okay, we have a 24. And the four of us have each had a couple of them already. And we still have, I don't know, most of that bottle left there. We're not even, are we a quarter through it maybe? I don't know. But it seems to go
Barely.
a long way. And one of those goes for $18. But then they're running a special right now. So if you buy 4, the 5th one is free. So for example, the 12-ounce bottle retails for $13. But if you do the 5 of them, it's $65. Now I'm no mathematician, as you know, we know, but I think that's a good deal. So they're from Montana, as we mentioned. It was started when Amy Parker, who was a Caesar aficionado, desired to not only enjoy the perfect Caesar or Bloody Mary, but enjoy the drink every time it was ordered. So that desire, paired with her entrepreneurial spirit, support and encouragement from family and friends, and interest from a few local taverns, saw a woman with a great recipe begin to commercialize her creation. So that's what we have in front of us. Let's go around and give it a rating. We're going to use that universal scale that, the whole world pretty much is signed on to now, 1 to 77. Lynn, do you want to put a number on it?
69.
69?
It's too spicy for me, but as I put more Clamato in it, so that did
you?
help.
Yep.
And it's good. I think it's one of these sipper things that I would probably
Yeah.
just really, I mean, I do like it, but it was too spicy to start with. But it's more of a man's Bloody Mary. Right, Amanda likes it spicy, so maybe
The word "man" is in my name, so technically
that works.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Sam, what did you think?
I'm going to give it a 65. I kind of agreed with Amanda that it was a little overpowering at first.
Yeah.
But I do like the more concentrated mixes because it does give you that opportunity to kind of adjust it to your own taste.
Yep.
So if you're a fan of that, keep it with the one shot of the mix. If
Yeah.
it's a little too much, you can cut back as much as you need to and kind of get that right mix. Because I did like the flavors that was going on. It was just a little much with the full shot of the concentrate for me.
Yeah. So your rating is kind of as following the exact recipe.
Right. But I'm saying if
But
I
if
had a
you-
little more time with it,
Yeah.
it
If you
could
backed it off a little
right,
on the
right.
measurement, maybe it'd be better.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. How about you, Amanda?
Yeah, I think I would say probably a 65.
65. Same
Yeah.
as Sam then, right?
Yeah. I do like it. Actually, I really like that flavor. It's
Yeah.
kind of a strange thing to say, but it almost reminds me of like A1 sauce, like a little bit zippy, but
Yep,
it's spicy, and I like that. And I do like what Sam was saying about how like you take it back a notch.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that it seems really salty to me.
Yeah.
If you change it out and just do tomato juice without the clamato, that might change maybe some of that.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it's pretty good. I would definitely say it's high on my list.
Yeah.
I was also gonna say, we had discussed it earlier, how the motto on it says what, when you feel dead, it'll clear your head. And we were discussing about what if you don't feel dead.
Uh-oh. Would you have superhuman?
What if you just need like
abilities?
to clear your head?
Right.
So like I have a really big life choice to make. I better have some of this.
Well, let's take a poll. Do we all feel very clear-headed right now after drinking these drinks without feeling dead beforehand? I know I do. I mean,
Definitely.
Yeah, boy, you pose a great question there, Sam.
Really,
That's the
which is-
high-minded kind of
yes.
question you get
you
here
have to mull
that
that
you don't
one
get on
over.
those other podcasts. Like when we had Lynn
So you
doing
guys
that-
aren't clear-headed because you're still thinking about it.
Yes,
I'm
pretty-
completely clear-headed. I
pretty
think that's a
muddled.
great choice. I'm in. Give me some Parkers,
Bring it
whether
on.
I'm dead or not.
Yeah. Okay, so here are my thoughts if anyone cares. And I'm not the big Clamato guy, but I wanted to mix it the way they prescribed it.
yeah.
And so that's how we did it. And when you bring the tomato, you do you do bring the salt. And so there it is. What I'd like to do is
When you bring the
maybe
You mean
Clamato.
you bring the
Yeah,
clamato?
you said
when you
tomato.
bring the tomato,
Clamato.
but
not
it's
tomato.
All right. So my thought is when you bring the Clamato, with it comes the salt. So I don't know what you would do. You can't unsalt once the salt's there. So I'm not loving it as much as I would. I think if I made it up fresh with just tomato juice, I'm guessing now, I'd probably get up into the 70s for sure.
Yes.
With the Clamato as prescribed, and yeah, I agree with you guys, doing the full shot, I thought was a little bit much when we backed it off and did about a half of one. Pretty good. And that particular mix with Clamato, I'm going to give a 69 too. But with the disclaimer, depending on your individual taste, if you're in Canada and this is how you drink them all the time, I bet you're going to give it up into the 70s probably. But for
Definitely.
me, I've gone more tomato, a little bit fresher.
Yeah.
That's my number given the exact configuration that we've mixed. But I think it's a very tasty mix. I like the bit of tang that's there. I like the little bit of spice. It's a good amount of spice for me. So pretty good stuff. And I'm looking forward. We got a whole bottle of it, and I'm going to continue to drink it for sure. So, well, thanks you guys. Stick around or come back next week. We're going to be reviewing the Murph's famous. And in the meantime, keep up with us. Find us on Facebook. We're on at My Big Fat Bloody Mary Podcast. On the web, mybigfatbloodymary.com. And on Twitter, you can hit us up at My Big Fat Bloody Mary. On Instagram, Big Fat Bloody Mary. And on Snapchat, Big Papa.
Throw your hands in the air if you think you're a player. Papa. I love it when you call me Big Papa.
Cheers, bitches.
Well, we look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing.